Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. My name is Lisa Freeman. I am also a candidate for City Council in District 4. Thank you as well to Portland for All. Like Megan said, you were one of the early groups when people were questioning my viability as well, who took the risk to endorse me, and it made all the difference, so thank you. So on the personal side, I live not too far from here, less than 2 miles in Multnomah Village with my partner and my 2 stepkids. I'm a volunteer self-defense instructor. I volunteer with a local organization here called Southwest Outreach, and we try to help our neighbors who are living outside. I love Leslie Knope. I'm a Leslie Knope super fan. On the professional side, I'm a government transition and community safety specialist, and I've been a public servant for 20 years. Thank you. I started my public service as a Peace Corps volunteer, and then I went on to spend a decade working for the U.S. government's Office of Transition Initiatives. I supported communities and governments in over a dozen countries overseas, like Afghanistan, Syria, and Nigeria, to navigate political transitions and to build confidence in new political systems. Everywhere I went, I had to work in tough circumstances on difficult problems, but I worked with the absolute best people in the entire world because they were the people in every community who were trying to make things better. And those are the people who inspired me to make a shift in my own career from working internationally to working locally. And up until recently, I worked at the City of Portland in the Community Safety Division, leading community-based gun violence reduction initiatives that have led to over a 35% decrease in gun violence. When people feel like things are only getting worse in Portland, 35% decrease in gun violence. I also worked on supporting innovations to our first responder system, like Portland Street Response, and other efforts to get the right responder to people when they are calling 911 in crisis. I've spent my entire career working in high-stakes moments, on tough problems, on democratic movements to fight authoritarianism and extremism. And is there anyone else here today who feels like this is a high-stakes moment in America and in Portland? All the way up and down the ballot, from our presidential election to our county commission to our mayoral race to our city council, we have really important decisions to make in November. And I believe that the only way through this critical moment is forward. We cannot go back. Is there anyone here who was an 80s baby and loved watching Back to the Future? Anyone who really thought we were going to have hoverboards by now? Yeah, really disappointing. We don't have hoverboards and we don't have time machines. We literally cannot go back. The only way through is forward, and we need leaders like those you're hearing from today with the vision to take us forward into the future, not back to the past. As a parent, I understand that we need to build now the future we want to give to our kids. And building that future does not mean going back to failed policies of the past that look at our problems and criminalize them. Social problems like mental health, addiction, houselessness, and poverty. We build the future we want to give our kids by investing in the future. I think about if my stepdaughter, who's here today somewhere, wants to run for city council someday, what kind of a city do I want her to inherit from me? It needs to be carbon neutral. It needs to be a safe city where it's safe because we've invested in addressing the root causes of crime and violence. It needs to be a city where you are not more likely to die from a gun or an extreme weather event or a car crash because of the color of your skin or because of how much money you make. It needs to be a city where they can afford to pay their rent or maybe even buy a house and at the same time still enjoy all of the arts and culture and food and drink and wonderful things that Portland has to offer. I'm betting on Portland, and I am excited about our future. I believe that in order to make it through this transition, we need collaborative and stable leadership that is inclusive and responsive and accountable not just to the powerful few, but to regular Portlanders and the diverse voices and perspectives that make up our diverse communities. I'm running for city council because I truly believe in charter form. This is the path forward, and I want to deliver for you what you asked for when you voted for it, and I believe I'm uniquely qualified to do so. Thank you.